Hello, guys. Now we are live. The Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens played the Edmonton Oilers tonight. I don't know how to say this. We were down 2-0 and came back to win it 3-2. Okay, we have some comments, guys, who are coming in. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Price stacked the pads and kept us in a give credit where it's due. Harry Paul, he stacked the pads and then allowed a goal 20 seconds later. He was good tonight. Price was good tonight, but wasn't fantastic. Hell yeah, Luca, first 3-on-3 win of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Boys left it out there for Galley for sure. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Hey, let's go, Matthew. Let's go. Pablo. Harold, let's go. Thank you. Thank you for calling me Harold, man. ERIC STAAL, baby. He was fantastic tonight. Sons of Liberty, how's it going, man? Luca, yeah, I mean, he did, but I mean, he allowed that goal like 10 seconds after he stacked the pad, so it didn't really matter which save he made, but glad he made the big save. Thank God you guys won. Hey, Peg City, thank you for coming by to the stream, man. Appreciate it. The opening lineups for the Montreal Canadiens were Tatar, Darnell, and Gallagher, Drouin, ERIC STAAL, who is the newest Montreal Canadian, and Tyler Toffoli, Perry, Suzuki Anderson, and Byron, Kotkaniemi, and Lehkonen. First time here. Nice win by the Ray Buckle. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you coming by. Hell yeah. Definitely a nice win by the Canadians. When they put Byron and Dano, I was Oreo guy, me too, man. As soon as overtime started and I saw who's on the ice and I saw it was Byron and Dano, I was genuinely speechless. I was pointing at my TV. I do not know why Dom Ducharme started overtime, but it did pay off. Well, you just can't bring yourself to do it. Paul, when Price has a fantastic game, I'll admit it, man. When Price has a phenomenal game, I'll absolutely say it, man. Luca, how's it going, boys? Luna and Luca enter the stream at the same time. That's awesome. TVI, welcome back, man. Appreciate it. Get the fuck out of this sport. Get out. Habs fan, what do you mean? Who are you talking to? Surrender, Harold. Give Price his respect. Also, Harry sounds. Do I sound a lot like? Oh, my name, not my voice. Yeah, the name sounds like Harry. That sounds like Harry Price. Really, Luca? I did not know Dano was 0-2 on faceoffs and OT. Oh, Edmonton. Yeah, I don't know how they blew a 2-0 lead. But yo, let's go. We got a lot of guys in the stream early on. Thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate it. Defense. If only we had stalled the overtime hero at the beginning of the season. Oreo guy, man. Definitely, we could have, man. Who knows? Maybe if we traded for Staal instead of Buffalo doing it, maybe it ends up being better. Who knows? But the defense was Edmondson, Weber, Kulak, Petrie, and Romanov, Mete. Price would get the start. And and I swear to God, I wrote this before the game, as I do. I wrote this. I write the lines before the game even starts. I put Jake Allen will likely come in relief in the third period, without knowing what almost happened to Price. I swear I write these before the starts of every stream. Thank you for making the stream. My mom has to get COVID tested tomorrow. Kind of worried about maybe getting. Hey, Luca, man. Hopefully, yeah. There's two Lucas, man. There's Luca and Luna, and there's a Luca R, Luca C, Luna. There's a lot of people that are named similarly. Let's go. But hey, I hope your mom tests negative, right? Yeah, I hope your mom tests negative for COVID-19. I hope I said it properly. I hope your mom doesn't have the COVID. Thank you. Thank you, Luca, for coming by, man. Why the fuck? Habs fan. Mete was good in OT. He had a really good chance. We'll definitely get to that, though. Yeah, let's go, Hines. Hines in the chat, boys. Let's go. Let's go. But Jake Allen, I put will likely come in relief in the third. Without knowing what happened to Price, I was almost dead on the money. My mom gets tested 3 times. Damn, Cameron Knox. Holy shit. How did Byron do tonight? Sons of Liberty. Byron wasn't too bad. Byron had a few good chances. He was decent in overtime, actually. He was pretty solid, I think. Yeah, personally, I think Byron had some really good chances tonight. He had some decent shots. He passed on some pretty good He had some good chances that he passed on properly. He passed the puck in the proper spots. Advanced analytics saying Weber Edmondson pairs amongst the worst in the league. Thoughts on switching things around? Luca, I don't believe in advanced analytics personally. I don't believe in advanced analytics at all. I believe in looking at, basic stats, plus minus, points, face-off percentage, stuff like that, amongst the top plus minus in the league. So yeah. I would like to see Evan in the lineup though, and Coco and Yemi to move up the lineup. Sorry, Oregon. Yeah, honestly, real guy. I can't blame you for wanting to see Evans. I like seeing Evans as well. I think Evans is really solid defensively. I really like him being in the lineup. I'd like to see Kotkaniemi move up. I think that fourth line, if you give them 2 or 3 more games, I think they can be good, Plus, also, keep in mind, Galley was out after the first. Spoiler alert, but Galley was out after the first, so we didn't really get to see Lehkonen, Kotkaniemi, and Byron together as the fourth line for a super long time before Byron was starting to move up to the first line along with Anderson. Or I think it was actually just Anderson and Byron rotating on the fourth line, or rotating on that first line. But yeah, I'd love to see Evans back in the lineup. I just don't know who you would take out. I don't know if it's Byron because he had a good game, maybe Lehkonen because he was not there. But I'd give it 1 or 2 more games, see how that line looks, and then think of moving things around potentially. She works at oh shit, yeah, Cameron. I understand why she has to get tested like that. Hey, let's go TBI. I'm glad it feels good, man. What do you mean? Evans had 1 solid game. A Habs fan. He's been really solid defensively, in my opinion. Habs 16. I like plus minus. I think plus minus is a decent stat as long as you're not looking at it as the be all end all. Like if you're looking at it like, okay, that's good. I like that Edmonton's top of the plus minus board, which means he's been on for 20. I think he is like a plus 23 or something like that, which means he's been on for 23 more goals than he is scored on. No, I'm stupid. It means he's been a part of 23 goals more for the team. Fuck it. You guys know what plus minus is by now. Weathersby needs to be moved down. I agree with you, Paul. Definitely, he needs to be moved down. Limit his minutes. Petrie, Edmondson, Kulak, Romanov. Thank you, Paul. I would love to have Mete Weber as our third pairing. Petrie, Edmondson, I think could work well, and Kulak, Romanov. I'd love to see that as the second pairing personally. Sorry. Love those pairings, Paul. Would love to see Dom Ducharme implement those. Mark Bergman was a genius to get Buffalo to retain 50%. I agree with you, conservative lawyer, man. The fact that Bergman got Staal to retain, or got Buffalo to retain 50% of Staal's salary, and they were like, hey, we'll throw in an extra 5th because it was probably Staal for a 3rd. Like, oh, we'll throw in an extra 5th if you retain 50%. And they're like, okay, absolute genius, man. Conservative lawyer. I'm telling you, Bergman's an absolute genius, man. Edmondson got all of his plus minus with Petrie since being paired with Weber. I did not know that, Luca. Yeah, I'd love to see Edmondson and Petrie put back together personally. Unfortunately, yeah, Darwin, I have that feeling as well, unfortunately, man. Really unfortunate what happened to Galley. We'll get to it, but yeah, I hope we see him against Toronto as long as he's 100%. Hey, Marcus, let's go. Staal, what a beauty. And Vegas is breaking the streak. Let's go. Hey, Brian, man. GG for sure, man. That was a great and interesting game. Definitely I thought we were going to a shootout as well. Like I saw ERIC STAAL coming down. I was like, okay, he'll get a good shot off. He's not going to score. And then he scored, and I was like, holy shit, let's go. Ray Bro coming in with pain. Holy shit, Ray Bro coming in with pain. I forget the 3 days. I forget the lyrics to 3 Days Grace, but yeah, fucking pain, man. Ray Bro, GG's, man. That was a great game. Another blackout. Surprised to see a win. Awesome. Turned off the radio after the second period. Paul, that's why you never turn off the radio no matter what the score is, man. It's not over till it's over. Yeah. About your point in the beginning of the video about trading for Staal at the start of the season, we would have had to give away someone, but getting him from Buffalo, that is true, Pablo. Him having a really down year in Buffalo meant we can get him for a 3rd and a 5th instead of having to give up a 1st and maybe a roster player. Fire Chase on fire tip at Ray Bro. Holy shit. Hey, Darkness, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sons of Liberty, no way. Sons of Liberty, if you can send that Byron poster to me on Discord, that'd be sick. I might look at it because yesterday. That's all I'm gonna show. But maybe, potentially. TBH Oilers and Habs would be an interesting matchup. Darwin, that would definitely be a really fun matchup. Burke, thank you for coming by the stream, man. Appreciate it. I hate you. Luna, I can't blame you. I hate shootouts as well. I'm glad we didn't do that as well. There we go. Hey, James Ray, how's it going, man? Thank you. We got back-to-back. That is true, Paul. We do have back-to-backs. It's Toronto on Wednesday and Winnipeg on Thursday, right? Yeah, honestly, if Price is hurt, which is apparently what the rumor might be, is that he tweaked something. I think you maybe go Allen on Wednesday, and then Thursday, maybe Lindgren or Primo or whoever your third string goalie is right now. I think you maybe go with them on Thursday because you could afford one of those games to be a loss. I don't want them to be, obviously, but you could maybe afford a loss if you're Montreal and you just beat Edmonton. And given Flames aren't doing great, Canucks are in COVID hell right now, you can afford a loss with one of those games. Primo's on Fago and Laval. Yeah, Luca. Primo's going off in Laval, which I keep forgetting to watch Laval Rocket games. I gotta start watching them. Yeah, chase on over Puljujarvi is apparently the right move for the power play. Give Primo a shot. Yeah, Darwin. I'd love to give Primo a shot, but for me, I don't know if you want to put him in the NHL right now or if you want to just run with Charlie Lindgren. Personally, I would run with Charlie Lindgren because Primo is doing so well in the minors. Like, knock on wood, but if Price is hurt or tweaked something, then honestly, I think you only call it Primo after the 15th. If his season is done, God forbid, but say Price's season is done, I think you only call it Primo along with Caulfield after the 15th. I think that's when you give those guys the shot. I would suggest probably walking. Yeah, Darwin, I definitely want to watch. Definitely going to try and watch the next Rockets game. Like, I don't know if it's tomorrow. If it is, then 100% I'm going to watch it. If it's on Wednesday or Thursday, well, then tough shit for me. I'm not going to be able to watch them, but definitely want to check them out. See how Mr. Caulfield does in his first game in Laval. Where am I? Yeah, I don't know where the injury report is coming from. It's just, for me, looking at Price and watching his game tonight after that second period did not seem fully there. Well, not fully there, but Price just did not seem like he was super great. Like, for me, Price, he made some good saves in the third, but for me, he wasn't looking like himself out there. So hopefully it's just a minor tweak and he's out for, say, a game or two. So yeah, hopefully it's nothing major. I'm finally hearing a question. Do you think Binnington, Soviet Union? That's a great question. Binnington is a one-year wonder. I'll be honest, man. I think so. I think Binnington could end up being a one-year wonder. I mean, I think it's too early to tell. I think after next season, you'll really be able to tell. But I think there's definitely a chance that Binnington is a one-year wonder, and he's about to get paid. He's about to turn to Rick DiPietro, getting paid $6 million for subpar numbers, which really sucks because I want St. Louis to do good with Binnington, but who knows? Yeah, Luca, we do have no idea if he's hurt or not, but if he is, then I'm saying definitely call up, I think, Charlie Lindgren instead of Caden Primo. Let Caden Primo get a lot of confidence and dominate the AHL. Hey, buddy, yeah, Leo, man, I'm in QSL Retro 2.0. I got to get back into sim leagues, man. Once UDSL folded, that was kind of just like that was kind of like what deflated me, because UDSL was the best sim league. Caulfield's first game is Friday night, most likely. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Someone said, yeah, Paul, it was John Liu. John Liu tweeted that Price hurt his hand in practice. He put on Twitter if something like despite hurting his hand in practice today, Carey Price will get the start tonight is what he said. So yeah, Price hurt his hand in practice, but he did get the start. Thankfully, it didn't hurt us. So yeah. Where am I? I think I skipped a question or two accidentally. Price is always hurt. Nope. We're up to date. Great win tonight. Hell yeah, Enor Tab. The work of the veterans, man. Dano played well. Staal was great. I don't think Perry was out there, unfortunately, but yeah, Petrie did really good. Big fan of what we played tonight. But because I think he's a decent goaltender. Yeah, Soviet Union. Like if he's getting paid, say, $3 million, that's more fitting to his level of play. Personally, like I think the fact that they're playing Binnington I think it is $6 million, right? That's definitely not great. Not great at all, man. Deadline predictions: Palmieri to the Islanders, Hall to Boston, Montour to Boston, Bernier to St. Louis, Savard to Winnipeg, Granlund to Toronto, and Vince Dunn to Detroit. Really, Marcus, I like those predictions actually. Habs will make the playoffs, and I'm hoping the Leafs beat the Flames so we can be tied in points with 3 games in hand to win 5th. Not like you get anything for that. Yeah, Clifford, that is very true, man. That is very true. Yeah, hopefully the Leafs do beat the Flames because I am not only a Leafs fan, but I'm hoping Hot Take Hockey is able to get some joy. But yeah. Habs fan, I was wearing the red jersey on Rick's stream earlier. It wasn't actually the red jersey. It was the jersey I got for Christmas from my parents. Actually, it's not even a jersey. It's a sweater. It's a sweater with the strings that actually do something, that actually tighten. But yeah, I was wearing a sweater, not a jersey. And funny enough, as soon as I put the red sweater on to go on Rick's stream, and then we ended up coming back. So I think we can maybe say that's the sweater of luck from now on. UDSL went to crap. Well, Ray Bro, actually, I think it went to crap when Cody unfortunately stepped down. Like, I'm not blaming Cody at all, but I definitely understand why he would step down as commissioner. It just sucks that he did, because I think he was absolutely the best commissioner. Him over Eddie for sure in UDSL. When he was around, like, we were getting sims done like every other day, or there was something going on in the league every other day, or like pretty much every day. And yeah, then once Eddie took over, it just kind of fell. So yeah, Eddie kind of destroyed UDSL. I thought for the Olympics we'd see Price and Hart, but with the way things are going, it's definitely not looking that way. Yeah, I can definitely see Price making it as the backup. I just don't know who the starter would be, because I don't see a possible way where Carter Hart is still on that team unless he rebounds and has a great 21-22 season. I don't know how Price is your goalie tandem for Canada. Like I said, I can see Price as well, Darwin. I just don't know who else you could use for Team Canada. What do you think the NHL does with the Canucks schedule? Sons Liberty, that's a heavy question, but or heavy loaded question. I'll be honest, I think they play 50 games at the most. There's no possible chance. There's no possible chance that they're going to there's no possible chance that they're going to play all 56 games. Depending on how bad this virus is and the outbreak for the Canucks, I could see them playing maybe as low as 45 games, honestly. I mean, they're out of the playoff race right now anyways. Like, I obviously don't want to say, oh, 100% they're going to, they're just not going to play any more games. I mean, it could be a chance. There's a possibility of that. But I do think they play 45 to 50 games at the most, unfortunately. Checking John Lou's Twitter now says Galley's injuries to his right hand / wrist, not as often injured left hand. Hey, let's go, Paul. Thank you, man. Would you French Brennan Sutter for a toonie? What do you mean, Quinn Chili? Done for burn day. That'd be interesting, Marcus. Best win of the season? Hell yeah, Danny Tamir. I'd be happy to see Taylor fall to Boston because Taylor Fall sucks. Conservative lawyer, man. Yeah, I understand. Exactly, Darwin. Let John enjoy win against the Flames to a loss on Wednesday against the Habs, man. Darwin, man. I want John to enjoy a win tonight for sure, man. What's that score, by the way, if anyone has it? Hey, James Berry. Hell yeah, we won, man. Yeah, Rick's Jofa overtime winner. I gotta go back and look at the stream. I gotta see Rick's Jofa bucket because I didn't get to see that, unfortunately. Price is I actually came up and right as he was putting it down, I came back on stream. I was like, oh, I guess Rick was just showing something. But no, I guess that was his Jofa bucket. Price is the Olympic starter, no doubt. Yeah, Luca, I can see that. I can definitely see that being the case. I just think he's probably better as a backup, probably. Oh, wild goal. Bukestad from Hartman. Let's go. Hart is so young, he's going to have a breakout season. Yeah, Ray, bro. I do think he is going to have a breakout season. I just don't know if it's going to be this next year or the year after. John Lou, Price took shot. Yeah, Price took shot off his left blocker hand in practice and leftly. Not injured, not just a bruise. I mean, I don't think it's that when he got injured. I think it was in the game that he got injured. Like, I forget what it was exactly, but he took some type of like shot, or if it was the head hit he took, where his head went back. Like, I feel like that might have been where he might have gotten injured. I heard today that the NHL is saying they think the Canucks can make up the games. Clifford, I have no clue either how they make up the games. Like, holy shit, that's impossible for them to do, in my opinion. I think that's absolutely impossible for them to make up the games at this point. COVID dare, fun time. Yeah, Quinn Chili, man. Oh, COVID dare. Oh, okay. No, you'd have to pay me at least 10 toonies to get me to French Brennan Sutter. I'd love to see Hart and Price together in the Olympics with Hart's favorite player to bring Price. Yeah, Darwin, that seeing Price as the backup to Hart, Price mentoring Hart to be the starter for Canada, and hopefully winning a gold medal together. I think that'd be super awesome. I'd love that as well. Harry Rice hot take: Final Four will be Lightning, really, Knights, Lightning, Islanders, Leafs. Finals, the Islanders and Knights, which of course means the Islanders win in 6. Michael Bunting, holy shit, TBI. Thank you, man. Sorry, Harry, the Olympics is the best on best. Tourney and relegating Price to backup would be insulting. I mean, Luca, I can see what you mean there. I mean, Price isn't having the best season right now. And actually, let me look up now. Current Canadian goaltenders. Don't give me Canadian team goaltenders. See, Marc-Andre Fleury is a Canadian goaltender right now. I honestly think you might want to go for Carey Price and Marc-Andre Fleury with Hart maybe as your third goalie. I think you might want to get Fleury with Price as his backup. That shot by Staal was so wicked. I'm starting to wondering if that was affiliated. Yeah, Quinchilli, man. I'm starting to wonder if that's affiliated with the good guy Jeffrey Epstein either, man. Like, that was a sick shot for sure. I remember going to see Brennan Gallagher play when he was with the Vancouver Giants. Hope he isn't too injured. Yeah, man. That's sick you saw him with the Vancouver Giants. I hope he's not injured either, man. I love Galley, and I'd hate to see him injured. I would love the Isles to go to the finals, but I doubt it. Hey, Sons of Liberty, man. Anything's possible. If Price was injured during the game and fans saw it, surely Habs coaches would have seen the two. Why in the world would they leave him in? Paul, because Price is known for doing this. When he gets injured during games, he stays in the game. Price is stubborn like that, where even if he's injured, he does not tell anyone until it's gotten terrible. So, yeah, Price is known for that. So, yeah, my goalies for Team Canada are Hart and Demko. Really, bro. I'm surprised you have Demko. I mean, not Demko. I'm surprised you still have it there. If Price is injured, we'll be seeing the battle of Campbell. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, Darwin. We'll be seeing Campbell and Allen. I forget. Where's high quality drawing when you need him? He should be celebrating this potentially. Slapshot Jack. How's it going, man? I did unfortunately hear about Ekblad. Yeah, Paul, Price doesn't make the call, but that's the thing. Is he doesn't say if he's injured or not. He doesn't tell people if he's injured or not. That's the thing. He's been known for doing this. Hey, high quality drawing, man. We were just talking about you, man. We were just talking about what we could potentially see on Wednesday, man. I hope you're excited. Price wasn't having an amazing season in 2014. And look what happened in Sochi. Shut the door and totally dominated. Luca, are you aware of Price's 2013-2014 season? Price wasn't having an amazing season in 2014. I think, hello, hey, high quality drawing, man. No problem being busy with the Leafs game, man. I had my bets on Florida this season. Hey, let's go, Slapshot. But Carey Price, 2013-2014, 59 games played, 34-20-5, 927 save percentage, 2.32 goals against average, 6 shutouts. That's pretty solid. That's pretty damn good in my opinion. Vezina was 2015. Yeah, Luca, the Vezina was the fucking Price won everything in 2015. The Hart, the Jennings, the Pearson, the Vezina. He won everything that year. Oh wow, yeah, he literally won every trophy he was awarded to. He was up for that year. But still, 2013-14, he was having a good season. You know, it's not like 12-13 where he went 21-13-4, not 905 save percentage and a 2.59 goals against average. He was still a good season. Still had a good season. Price's best years. Yeah, 13-14, 14-15 were great years for him. No way, Michael Bunting got his second. That's nuts, man. That's nuts, TBI. If fans saw the potential injury, coaches would have seen it too. Wouldn't matter if... I mean, Paul, that's the thing, though, is, like I said, Price is stubborn. He doesn't tell coaches about his injuries. He's been known to play while he's injured. So even the coaches, the fans have seen injuries and coaches haven't before. You look at his past, injury history. He's been known to not tell people until it's way too late. Luongo has the best. Oh, Soviet Union, 100%. Luongo is fantastic on Twitter, man. Edmonton choked tonight. I agree. High quality drawing. I mean, they did. Anything that's a 2-goal lead and above is a choke. Just like how Montreal choked. I think it was a 3-1 lead against the Leafs early in the season. If I hear another good thing about Jack Campbell, I'm a flip. Price played one last Olympics, but defense in front of him was surreal. Really in or tap. He never faced more than 20 shots. That's nuts. Rank these players for right now: Line, Ove, Draisaitl, Line, Ovi, Draisaitl, Toffoli, and Rantanen. Rantanen, okay. Probably I'd say Ovi, Toffoli, Draisaitl, or no, Ovi, Toffoli, Rantanen, Ovi, Draisaitl. No, Ovi, Toffoli, Rantanen, Draisaitl, Line. There you go. That's how I'd rank them right now, as how they've done over the last couple games. How was ERIC STAAL? High quality drawing. ERIC STAAL was really fantastic. He got the game winner. He was fantastic in overtime. Regulation, he was kind of invisible, but I see why, because he was kind of just playing it safe, going short shifts. This is his first game in about 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, exactly. Patrick Water. He was okay, but he got the game winner. Like, he was great in overtime, man. In regulation. Yeah, Darwin. Apparently, ERIC STAAL was just what we needed in the faceoff. Yeah, Habs 2013 to 17 price was insane. Arizona scored a. Let's go Slapshot, Jack. Soviet Union, Luongo versus Brodeur would easily have meant Canucks are winning the Stanley Cup. Considering how much they're paying him, how much they are watching him, I don't think he'd be able to get away from hiding. Yeah, Luna, I can see what you mean. I can definitely see what you mean. Exactly, have 16. Stahl just shadowed McJesus. Yes, exactly. I did, Ray Bro. Where was Draisaitl tonight? What was Draisaitl doing tonight? How many goals has Draisaitl scored compared to Toffoli in the last 5 games that they played? So the opening lineups for the Oilers were Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Puljujarvi, Cahoon, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Archibald, Hayes, and Zach Kassian, Devin Shore, Jujhar Khaira, and Alex Chason. Defensive pairings were Nurse Berry, Russell Larson, and Jones Bear. I'm sure Raybro loves hearing a lot of those names still in the lineup. Mike Smith would get the start in net. Mikko Koskinen would back him up. I got to go to sleep now. Made sure to, Slapshot Jack, thank you for dropping the like. And thank you guys for the 10 likes. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Before the game starts, I did want to point out it was the first game for ERIC STAAL as a Canadian. He would be wearing number 21. Mete in overtime reminded me of Subban's ability. Hey, Darwin, that's pretty sick, man. If Mete can keep this up of Subban, that'd be really fantastic. I'd love to see Mete being like Subban and his ability to move the puck. I'd love to see that. I think if you should make merch, you should have an image of the Oilers burning. High quality drawing, man. I don't know about that. It was just one game. Well, I mean, we beat them 3 times this year, but I don't know. I think I'd probably get copyrighted by the NHL actually for using the Oilers logo. Yeah, Oilers' fourth line was good tonight. I did like what I saw to Chason and Shore tonight. Khaira took a few bad penalties. How many points Draisaitl has from the past 3 seasons? Ray Bro, I said over the past 3 games, or out of the past 5 games, I'm ranking them. Out of the past 5 games, I was ranking them. That's why I put Draisaitl below Toffoli. Gallagher's out for the rest. Peg City Hockey. No, thankfully he's not out for the rest of the season. As of right now, he was only out for this game. I believe he will be reevaluated in a few days. Not confident about him playing Toronto, but we'll definitely see by then. We'll see by then for sure. Hey McDrive, welcome back to the stream, man. Been a while since you've been here. Arizona 3-0. Derek Brassard, former Islander. Hey, let's go with TBI, man. I did see the Flyers won in OT. Let's go. Yeah, Dan Sedin would have made Brodeur his bitch, man. Soviet Union, I will still argue Brodeur is not great. Gallagher is just confirmed out multiple weeks. Fuck. That's not good. Shit. Broken thumb. Holy shit. That's broken thumb. He's out multiple weeks. That is not great at all. Holy shit. I wish Gallagher the best in his recovery, man. If for whatever reason he's ever watching this, I I hope he recovers well, man. And hopefully he's back in time for the playoffs to go off and do some good stuffs. Yeah. I know a lot of people are going to be saying this right away, but no, I don't think this means the call up of Cole Caulfield early. He's confirmed he's playing his first game in Laval. I think this honestly just means Jake Evans is back in the lineup. I think so. John Lou and Eric Ingles on Twitter. Holy shit, that sucks. Hey, Crooks, thank you for coming by to the stream. I apologize, I don't speak French, but thank you for coming by, man. Oh Lord, the dollar store. Oh shit, TBI. Thank you, man. We're gonna need, Darwin. I mean, if this means we re-sign Kovalchuk, that'd be pretty sick, man. If Scott Stevens, after literally ending a player's career, Reese's Puffs, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up. Galley out, that would be an automatic loss. Every team suffers when, I mean, high quality drawing, not really. You look at Pittsburgh this season when when Crosby and Malkin have been out, they've gone off. Like I think they're 5-1-1 when Crosby and Malkin, or one of them or both of them, are out of the lineup. Not every team suffers when one of their best players are out. Like I think the Canadiens have enough depth that we can survive without Galley, which sucks that he's out for multiple weeks. But I think we have the amount of depth. Because you look at last year, Kovalchuk had to come up in the lineup, but you look at, we had to play Jordan Wheel. We had to play Jordan Wheel on our first line when Galley was out. This year, I don't think we're going to put Jake Evans in that top right wing spot. Like hell, we might put, say, Byron there. We probably might end up using, say, Toffoli or Anderson there, and then just slotting Jake Evans in the lineup. I think we have a lot of depth. We have a lot of depth. I think we can definitely think that we can rebound off of this. Galley out, Caulfield. It's free real estate. Thank you, Ray Bro. Third time he breaks his hand. Yeah, Leo. Hopefully this isn't the last straw either, man. Thankfully, it is the right hand and not as often injured left hand as someone said. So while I'm not glad it's not his left hand, it still sucks he's injured for sure. Exactly, Sons of Liberty. Pittsburgh goes off when Crosby and Malkin are out. John Lou, Ducharme says Price is getting checked out for looking hobbled. Ducharme says they don't think it's serious. All right, thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully he isn't injured. Obviously, I don't want, as much as I don't like Price sometimes when he's playing, I don't want the guy to be hurt. I'm not that much of an asshole, but hopefully he's all fine, man, Price. And hopefully, if anything, he just misses 1 or 2 games. Hopefully. Crooks, I do live in Montreal. Well, not in Montreal. I live in Quebec. Quebec. Hey, Quality, thank you for coming by to the stream, man. Second's about to start. Go Leafs. Go, just for you, man. Tatar to Foley, Duran Suzuki Anderson, Lekanen, KK Perry, Byron Staal, Evans. Darwin, I like your lineup personally. I think Staal in the fourth line probably made the most sense realistically. I do think that us putting him on the second line tonight worked. But yeah, I think regularly we would want to play him on the fourth line. Yeah, Paul, different hand from previous injuries, thankfully. Habs have depth. Yeah, Patrick, that's great. Like, if you look at the Canadiens from 17-18, where we had Paul Byron playing in our top 6, if one of the guys in our top 6 got hurt, we were screwed. We were just like, okay, call up this guy, hope he sticks. And then 2 games later, okay, call up this guy, you know? Like, you look at the Canadiens back then, and now it's like, shit, that sucks, you know? Gallagher's out, but you know what? We have enough depth to survive. You know, I love that we're able to say that this year. I love that we're able to say that this year. Where am I? It's not an automatic loss. Yeah, exactly, Luna. It's definitely ridiculous to say. Huge loss for sure. Exactly. Like you said, there's other guys that can step up, like potentially an Anderson, or potentially maybe ERIC STAAL decides, hey, Gallagher's out. You know what? I'm going to try and make up for what he's doing. You know, Corey Perry, maybe even Corey Perry steps up into that first line right wing potentially. I mean, I don't think he will, but if you just replace him with Perry on your first line, that is truly, I am an asshole. So no, Paul, lived there before, not currently though. About Brodeur in his prime, he was a beast. Yes, Soviet Union, like 2010. Like for me, it was that Avery series. I think that really did Brodeur in. Like that series against the Rangers where Avery was just doing a bunch of shit and getting Brodeur off his game. 100%. Like I think that's when Brodeur started to decline. And then he went to the Blues and played like 3 games there. I think I actually have a Brodeur in St. Louis card. I think I do actually. I have to look for it, but I think that's really, or no, I don't. No, it was Yakupov in the Blues. I have a Yakupov in the Blues card. I like Duran to know Anderson. 2 insanely fast wingers, Size and Anderson, great defenseman to know. Leo, plus Anderson, the goal scoring as well. And even Dano in his own right can get the goal scoring. I love that actually. He got the passer, the fast, the defense, and the goal scoring, and the hitting. Everything you need in that one line. Hey, let's go. Avs are winning 5-3. Yeah, Paul Evans plays the wing. I think he plays. I think he's a center and winger. I think he's a center. I'd say maybe probably right wing, left wing. I think he plays right wing more than left wing. I think. I'm not sure though. Staal took the opening face-off of the game, and he won it. He was staying to short shifts in the first couple minutes. Kotkaniemi missed a wide-open net a few minutes in. Unfortunately, they did show it, and the puck was rolling. The puck was rolling on him, so if it wasn't, he probably would have potted it in, but yeah, really unfortunately. Or really unfortunate, not really unfortunately. That's not the sentence. Avalanche is sick this year. Really, Patrick? Honestly, I mean, I think if we're going off what the Lightning did, 62 wins and then getting swept by Columbus, I absolutely think Colorado wins the cup maybe next year. Like they're going off this year, which probably means they win the cup. Which probably means they win the cup next year. Like very rarely in recent memory does the President's Trophy winning team or does the team that actually dominate the entire league win the cup. Like I think the last time was the 02 Wings, maybe. I think that one. No, maybe the 17 Penguins actually. Duran to Edmonton for Russell. Ray bro. Bergevin would probably do that and then turn Russell into a franchise defenseman while Duran falters off. Hey, Randy, and thank you for coming by the stream, man. Appreciate it. It was Byron who got Byron. That was a great turnover by Byron. I forgot to mention that earlier when someone asked when when Sons Liberty asked if Byron played good. Yeah, he got that turnover. I didn't even mention that. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, he got the turnover pass to Tatar. It was a great pass by Byron. Really impressed with how he played tonight. Yeah, Ian Ortap. Unfortunately, Kotkaniemi and Suzuki were invisible tonight. Like, I think maybe playing Danault and Suzuki, maybe Suzuki installs your 1 and 2 centers are great. And then playing Suzuki and Kotkaniemi in the bottom 6, just letting them get through this little rut so they can get back and doing really good. I'd like to see that. Yeah, Randy, Mete played fantastic. Like Mete was really great, especially in overtime. Like as someone said, he did really great. He did really great and reminded me of Subban as well in the way he was able to control that puck. So that like 10 seconds he spent just like behind the net, going around, looking for a shot, not unfortunately being able to find it. But yeah, like honestly, Mete played great tonight, Randy. I agree with you for sure. Raybro trade you Branson for Russell. Raybro, yeah. Edmonton should trade us Nuge for Xavier Lett in the 5th. Like knowing Bergevin, he'd find a way to do that actually. Yeah, the Avs are going to get swept by the Yotes somehow. 2013 Blackhawks, Raybro, thank you, man. Yeah, the 2013 Blackhawks. So it hasn't happened in 7 years or 8 years. It hasn't happened, since this year's playoffs haven't happened. It hasn't happened in 7 years where a team that dominated the rest of the league actually won the cup. So is Armia almost back? Yeah, Darwin, I think he should be back maybe in the next week or so. I think Armia should be back in the next week because he's been dealing with COVID, almost 2 weeks now. So I think he should be able to get back in the lineup soon. I shall exit to go play piano or something, practice piano or something. Great one, Harry, and I hope you haven't forgotten. God damn it. TBI, shut up. Hey, but hopefully you enjoy practicing your piano or whatever you do. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming by. Avs look like those dominant Penguins teams. Really, really, Patrick. Randy, Byron tailed. Yeah, Byron looked fantastic. Like McDavid looked invisible. Like obviously when they got on the cup, like honestly when he got on the puck, they obviously mentioned McDavid, and I was like, oh shit, McDavid. But then Byron would just come in or someone else would come in and like, oh shit, that was a good defensive play. Clifford, I don't remember you asking, but yeah, I do watch Lego Rock sometimes. He pretty solid hockey content. I do like him. I do like a lot of the content he makes, and yeah, he's a Habs fan, so that definitely helps me. Hey, high quality, let's go, man. Yeah, great chess match by Ducharme as well. Like I didn't like him starting to know in Byron in overtime, but clearly it worked this time. Like surprisingly, I'm really happy it did. But yeah, great chess match by Ducharme. Like Draisaitl and McDavid are reduced to what now? A combined 3 points in 6 games against the Canadiens? Like that's nuts. They had Byron on overtime to shadow McDavid as well as Mete strictly on their speed. Yeah, Ray Buckle. Like I think Edmonton is one of the few times starting to know Byron and Mete, for example, might actually work in overtime just because Danault is the defense and Byron or Mete are speedy as shit. So they can catch McDavid and Draisaitl. That's a fantastic pairing, I think, against Edmonton. Every other team, for some reason, it doesn't seem to work. But against Edmonton, like, hey, it works. Jets just broke their losing streak. Hey, let's go, Sharko Shake. I actually think Mete's a better option Yeah, Darwin. I mean, right now it looks like Mete is good, but then again, how much is it because Mete actually is really good, which I think he is getting better, but how much of it is also because Dunn isn't playing for the Blues? Hey, go Habs, go! Hell yeah, Habs are the best in the world. Yeah, unfortunately, Randy Galley is hurt. Apparently, it's multiple weeks, as reported by John Lou and Eric Ingles, per Leo, my expert source. Apparently, he's out multiple weeks with broken thumb on the opposite hand on his right hand, which isn't the one he has often gotten injured on. So that is good. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a broken thumb for multiple weeks. Hopefully, we can recover. Ray Buckle. It didn't happen last year with the Lightning. Lightning weren't dominant in the regular season. That was 2019. They were dominant. They dominated the league in 2019, got swept by the Blue Jackets, and then 2020 they came back to win the cup. Yeah, Randy, and I love that Staal with a storybook ending, man. That was fantastic. Tell me to shut up. Yo, TBI, I didn't mean it like that. Byron is the only one Hab. Yeah, Randy, I think Byron and maybe Anderson. Like Anderson's really impressing me with the speed lately. Like, holy shit! Like Anderson's really speedy. Like he's getting much better in my opinion. Byron, Mete, and Anderson, just like what Darwin said. I didn't even read his comment and I said Anderson. Yeah, Byron, Mete, and Anderson have good matching speed ability. Yeah, that's why I agree, man. If Gretzky joined the Canucks instead of Messier in 97, do you think the Canucks play better? And do you think Bure stays? 100% Bure stays. I think, personally, I don't think Messier was a great fit for the Canucks at all, given how big of an ego he had. Like Gretzky didn't have that big of an ego by 97. He probably learned, okay, I'm in Vancouver. No one's going to watch me. No offense, Soviet Union. Just the Canucks in the 90s weren't that great. But yeah, I definitely think Bure stays if Gretzky joins instead. Besides how many minutes he played, there wasn't much to say. Yeah, Luna. I think McDavid played, like 20 minutes? So, like, Jesus. Yeah, there was really not much to say about him tonight. Hell yeah, Faggio Staal's first goal on the Habs for sure. No, but Nucks fans would stop saying, yeah, fuck man. That is true, Leo. Romanov's rocket. Yeah, Randy. Unfortunately, Romanov's great shot hurt us with Galley, unfortunately. Shark O'Shea, Caulfield starting in the AHL. I would assume we're going to call him up in 10 days because the 15th is the last Laval Rocket game for 16 days. So I think we're probably going to want to probably going to want to trade. I think we're going to probably want to call Caulfield up after the 15th. Don't get why Galley doesn't wear more protective gloves. Yeah, Tab. I don't get that either. I mean, it's mostly his left hand that he's injured. I can understand why he wouldn't wear it on his right hand. But yeah, left hand for sure. And I think both hands at this point definitely should. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, poor Galley. 2 broken hands from friendly fire. Like, that absolutely sucks. Yeah, that is true. Protection can't protect. No protection can protect every slap shot or every snapshot. Exactly, Randy. I can see Caulfield, Paling, and Leon all coming in next year. Yeah, Darwin, I think Caulfield 100% comes in this season. But yeah, Caulfield, Paling, and Leon all coming in next season. I definitely think they could. And I think that'd be a great, say, 4th line or maybe 3rd line. Habs jumped out in the attack. Yeah, Randy, like we played fantastic in the 3rd. I thought we had a great 1st, decent 2nd, but a really, really solid 3rd. I loved what our 3rd period was. Sweet. I'm scared and exited. Hey, Sharko Shake, man. I'm sorry, man. I think it was Ojek who said that Messier joining the Canucks was a disaster. He couldn't play heavy minutes, but just threw himself on the ice whenever he wanted to. Yeah, Clifford, that's a big yikes. Canucks weren't that great in the 2000s, 90 to 95. With Soviet Union, how far do they get in those playoffs? How far do they get those years? Only reason other Habs don't have hand injuries is because no one else stands. That is true, Randy. And like, I think if you're putting other Habs in front of that net, so many other Habs are getting injured like Galley. Like, it sucks that he has that 6-year extension because if somehow he gets injured and career ended, like, I mean, we can put him on LTR, but hopefully it doesn't have to resort to that. But yeah, like, I love Galley's extension, getting massively underpaid in my opinion. But yeah, definitely, hopefully it doesn't help anymore. Hopefully it doesn't result in a career-ending injury. I still think the Habs need to add one more gritty guy for the playoffs, maybe send off Armia and look in a package for someone tough and can chip in offense. Ray Buckle, I don't know about that. I don't know how much grit really gets you Stanley Cups anymore. Like, I can see what you mean, definitely, but I don't know if we need a Wayne Simmons type of guy personally. I don't know if we'd need that. Talking about friendly fire, Ehlers slap shot caused head trauma to Little. Holy shit, Sharko Shake. I did not know that was what I did not know that was what caused his trauma to end. Holy shit. Maybe Cole Caulfield. I think Cole, not off Caulfield. I hope you didn't. I hope you don't. I hope you don't mean to off Caulfield. But yeah, Cole Caulfield's gonna replace Galley. Yeah, Randy. I think maybe we call up, say, or maybe we say we use Evans, but maybe we call up, say, I don't even know. Like, say we just use Evans for the next few games, and then Caulfield in the next 10 days, if he's exhausted, if he's used to the AHL, and say he has, let's just say 5 goals, 8 points in 6 games, for example, then definitely I think you can call him up to the NHL, put him on your say your third line. Don't force him into the first line immediately, but say you put him on, like, say, that third line or something like that. Definitely think he could adjust to the NHL. Yeah, Paul Correa, Leo, let's go. I'll be reporting on Leafs game. Hey, I got a vintage shot. Let's go. Exactly, Randy. Sending Armia and Lehkonen makes no sense. Like, I understand they're guys that are expiring. You RFAs. There you go. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to replace them with some type of, like, fourth line guy, for example. Darnell Thornton is sitting on. Oh, damn, Clifford, that sucks, man. I hope he gets that 1,000. Oh my God, let's go. Tape to tape raid. Yo, tape to tape, man. Thank you for coming into the raid, man. Oh, it means a lot, guys. Thank you for coming into the stream from tape to tape. Guys, if you haven't already, go sub to tape, man. I've been meaning to do a stream with him. I gotta figure out a way to get my TV into my office. I apologize to tape, but man, guys, if you haven't already, go sub to tape. He does Vegas Golden Knights games. He's one of the best play-by-play guys I know. Absolutely much better than me. I did not. Okay, Armia's the UFA. Well, expiring contracts. So yeah, it doesn't make sense trading those guys for Grit. Like, I see where you're coming from, but I don't see why we should trade Armia and Lehkonen for those guys. Like, I see what you mean, because they are expiring contracts, and just because, like, Lehkonen's on the lineup consistently, Armia's hurt, but I don't think I would like that personally. Imagine they decided Caulfield during the next game. Yeah, Darwin, that'd be nuts if Caulfield's in the next game and he gets a hat trick against Leafs. It's not going to happen, because he's guaranteed he's playing his first professional game in the AHL. But that'd be sick, Darwin. That'd be really funny, or that'd be really awesome. Hell yeah, Avi, big Habs win for sure, man. Came back down 2-0. Spoiler alert. Hell yeah, exactly. Fazio, sub to tape right now, boys. Please go do that. Habs did pretty good early on, getting a few good chances. We were able to hold off McDavid and Draisaitl early in the game. Anderson had a really nice burst of speed, got a good shot on Smith. Habs did their best to keep the pressure on the Oilers, causing a few really good turnovers, in my opinion. Romanov rejected a hit from Dujar Kara in the corner. Really nice seeing him do that. The Habs were then called for offside with Byron, and I think it was Kokoniemi. Clearly wasn't offside. Was really, really surprised. I was really surprised that we got called for that, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, Petrie's been nasty this season, Avi. Petrie's been nuts. Exactly, Paul. You got to find someone to take our RFAs. Who would trade for that short amount of time for 2 guys? I mean, Paul, we traded for ERIC STAAL, and he's a pending UFA. So, yeah. So definitely guys that would take Armia and Lehkonen. I'm guaranteeing it. It would just be a matter of, do we want to trade Armia and Lehkonen? Armia, no. Lehkonen, maybe, because he's a fourth line guy. He's had good games recently, but I just feel like we probably actually could sell both Lehkonen and Armia. But personally, I don't like that. I mean, because we do have, like, say, Paling and Caulfield and, like, I forget who it was, but Leon. We have these guys that could come up into the lineup next year. I don't know if I want to let go of Armia and Lehkonen. It's probably because I'm getting too attached to this year's Montreal Canadiens, but yeah. Carey Price is hurt. Yeah, they're checking him out. And yeah, Galley has a broken thumb, unfortunately. If we don't trade for a defenseman, then we need a fast big guy like Anderson on the left side. Sean McIntyre, I think Anderson's enough for us. I think, well, technically having Galley, but having Anderson and Perry, that's a lot of grit on the team. We take enough penalties as is, in my opinion. I don't think we need to trade for a defenseman. If Sherrod is going to be coming back in the next, say, 4 weeks, like it's apparently expected now. Like, he's doing much better. He was on skates today. Like, apparently he's doing much better than originally anticipated. That's really awesome to hear. So yeah. Enortap, think Galley's injury affects trade deadline thoughts for Bergevin? Probably, honestly. I think Galley, depending on how long he's out, if he's out, say, 2 weeks, as multiple weeks, say 2 weeks, maybe not. If he's out for, say, 4 or more weeks, yeah, I think he's going to be like, hey, anyone got a depth guy that I can get so I can move, say, Toffoli or Anderson to the top 6? Anyone have a depth guy? Anyone have a depth piece, you know? Like, I definitely think it potentially affects his Bergevin's plans, depending on how long Galley's out for. Yeah, Luna, I love that as well. Every time someone tries to hit Anderson, Romanoff is just like, boom, and then they just bounce off him. Love that. Really, Fazio, Freddie coming in next season. I can see that as well. Hey, Joaquin, let's go. ERIC STAAL, baby. Let's go. Trevor Linden was fantastic, Soviet Union. I think when Chirac comes back, Edmonton should play with Romanoff and Kulak should stay with Petrie. Really, Ray Buckle? I could see that. Definitely. Staal can make a difference. Armia and Lucky don't. Paul, I agree with you. Staal can make a difference. I think it's just Armia. I like Armia. I really like Armia. Lehkonen, he's younger than Armia, but Armia, I like what he brings to the team. He's good depth. He's a good third, fourth line guy. Fazio, Price is hurt. Our other goalie is Jake Allen. Jake Allen, who's kind of a starter in his own right if Price is hurt. I'm just going to take a sip real quick. My voice is starting to shrivel already. But yeah, our other goalie, yeah, unfortunately, I think that's changed as well, unfortunately. Is Galley out? Definitely. Yeah, well, I believe Eric Ingles and oh, there we go. I'm back. Sorry, guys. But Joaquin, yeah, Galley is out. Definitely. I think Ingles and John Lou have both reported, at least from what Leo said, is that apparently Galley's out multiple weeks with a broken right thumb. No, since Price is Fazio, it would likely be Charlie Lindgren, I believe. Hey, Jets now in second place. Let's go. Exactly, Red Buckle. We'd miss Lehkonen and Armia on the PK. Like, Armia's a really solid PK guy. Lehkonen's really good as well. So, yeah, I think it was the lines were Deneau, Byron, and Armia and Lehkonen, actually, I think, on the PK. So, they definitely bring something to the team. They're not great offensively, but they're really solid defensively. Armia is even good offensively. He's a good two-way guy. Lehkonen is definitely more of a defensive forward. Yeah, Darwin, man. Come on, you really got to expose me like that? Come on. Guys, right before the stream, I got off the phone with Bergevin. What Darwin said is true, man. I'm sorry. Darwin had to ruin the secret. Armia has made a difference this season, has been powerful presence this season. Yeah, Luna, I every time Armia's on the ice, I kind of know, not every time, but a lot of the time Armia's on the ice, I notice him for sure. So, yeah, Armia's definitely been a really, really good presence to the team, I think. ERIC STAAL had a few decent chances in the first half of the period. Canadiens were really overpowering the Oilers at this point. They were really pouring it on. 2-0 Leafs. Jesus. Let's go, Luna. Then I put fuck you, Nurse, shoving Galley into the goal post, no penalty. Fuck you, Larson, shoving Deneau to the ground, no penalty. Could have been both roughings there. Really surprised they weren't called. Galley, this is where it happens. That Galley then got injured by a Romanoff slap shot. He went right through the tunnel. To give an update, he would not be back for the rest of the game. And as reported by Leo, Eric Ingles, and John Lou, he's apparently out for multiple weeks with a broken thumb. Here I send a one. Damn, come on, man. Send a 1 year, $13 million. Come on. Darwin, you're really going to be leaking stuff now? Who's your insider, man? Is your insider Pierre LeBrun? Austin, hey, let's go. I called you drawing. Austin Matthews, baby. Fazio, plot twist here. I'm just saying, have you guys ever seen me and Charlie Lindgren in the same room together? That's all I'm going to say. There's no penalty on the Oilers for blatant tripping near the Canadiens' net. Shots are 12-1 Canadiens with 6 to play. The Oilers then finally got a shot with about 5 left in the first period. Canadiens were really dominating the Oilers at this point. They had all the control right now. I think ever since Armia had that dirty hit on him by Tyler Myers. Well, Ray Buckle, that was Kotkaniemi that got hit by Tyler Myers. Not Armia, it was Kotkaniemi. Pierre LeBrun gave me the info. Damn, Darwin, man. Really, Paul thinks Armia has been incredibly disappointing. I like this. We got different opinions in the chat. I like this. Gonzaga losing. I assume that's soccer. Oilers in the Habs zone. The Habs were doing great, pressuring them to not let the Oilers get many shots. But it didn't matter because the Oilers scored with less than a minute to go. Why the hell isn't Price covering Devin Shore? Wait, not Price. Weber. Fuck. I'm so used to saying Price. I put Price down on the sheet, but why the hell isn't Weber covering Devin Shore there? Yeah, Weber. Weber was kind of right in the middle of Price. He was kind of right there with Drouin. And yeah, Weber should have been covering Devin Shore. He's not able to. Price is not able to kick over, make the save. So Devin Shore scores 1-0 Oilers with less than a minute to go. He always scores on breakaways. Hey, high quality, man. I would like Kasperi Kapanen with the Habs if he was on the Leafs, but he's kind of in Pittsburgh. It was Armia, then Edmondson fought Myers the next game. No, Ray, I thought it was. Oh shit! No, yeah, you are right. You are right. It was Armia because I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I thought both of them had dirty hits though. No, I was thinking of the one against Edmonton. Isn't that the one where Kotkaniemi got hit? I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Kotkaniemi's had 2 dirty hits on him this year. Habs should sign King Kong Godzilla as a D pairing hamburger man. That'd be sick, man. I hope it's Habs Leafs first round. Yo, Avi, man. That'd be sick. I'd love a Habs Leafs first round matchup. Armia getting completely outplayed by Perry. Well, it kind of doesn't help that Armia's not in the lineup right now. Armia has all the skills and potential, but is a big softy who's too nice to be that guy who takes over and pushes his will. I mean, Paul, he's had those types of games. Like, he had one before he got COVID where he had fucking 2 goals and an assist. So he's clearly not too nice to show that side of him. But I kind of don't get what you mean by him. He's a big softy. He's too nice. There's been games where he's taken over, in my opinion. There's been a few of those. Not this season. There's one, but there's been over the last couple of years. There's been a couple of games like that. That did it for the first period. Shots were 14-5 Canadiens, but the Oilers led 1-0. Great period for us, aside from Weber turning into horse shit in the final minute. It was then official. Galley would be out for the night. This was not good for the Canadiens. Ray Buckleman, we need a shot on every type of player. How many goals does Armia have this season? Paul, Armia has 5 goals. Armia has 5 goals right now. Exactly, Patrick. Armia was playing great before the concussion. You rest your case. Well, I mean, Paul, keep in mind, the NHL is not just about goals. You kind of need those playmakers as well. You can't expect Armia to just, okay, I'm on the puck, and then go all the way down the ice, get through 5 guys, and then score. I like how my motion of skating is just both my arms extended as far as I can. But you know, you need playmakers, man. You need guys like Drouin. Like, people can say, oh, Drouin's shit because he only has 2 goals. Dude has 19 assists, so he's clearly a playmaker, you know? Armia's streaky, Harry. Yeah, he's streaky. I agree with you, Nortap, but he is good in my opinion. I like Armia. We should just trick Nashville and Weber thinking of retiring so they give us Ekholm or Ellis. I mean, hail, Hamburger Man. Why not both? Why not Ekholm, Ellis, and Yossi for Shea Weber? Armia's been nothing to his game the last 3 years, but has a good game. Gets hurt every year. Look at his stats. I mean, yeah, Sean, he gets hurt, but can you really say, oh, Armia's bad because he gets hurt? Like, I don't know. High quality drawing. Any thoughts on the Mighty Ducks? I've not seen the Mighty Ducks, so I can't give thoughts, unfortunately. High quality drawing. I've not seen the Mighty Ducks movies or the new TV show, but I've heard it's decent. You were skating like you're inside the bubble. Thank you, Patrick, man. Appreciate it. Where am I? Oilers in the first few minutes of the second were dominating the Habs. They had a lot of pressure. Yamamoto shot it right off the post, didn't beat Price. Habs was trying to get some pressure back. Stahl's line was really looking impressive, had a few good shots. There's no penalty in the Oilers. It looked like the Oilers apparently shot it right to their guy who came off the bench for too many men, but it wasn't called, so that's weird. I agree with you on some points, Harry, with Armia, because defensively he's awesome. Yeah, Ray Buckle, I definitely see what you mean. We do have the PK depth. I mean, we went, spoiler alert, I think we went 3 for 4 tonight. But if Price hadn't done what he did, which we'll get to, we would have gone 4 for 4, most likely. So we definitely do have the PK depth while Armia's out. So I definitely agree with you there. It's just for me, I want to see Armia stay with the team, but it's me getting too attached to him though. Like I see why we would want to let him go. It's just me, I'm getting too thing. Do you think Ovi will reach 30 goals by the end of the season? Soviet Union 100%. He's got 20 games to get 10 goals at this point, I think. So yeah, he can definitely do it. You know, there's someone who's done so much in the HL. Yeah, isn't it Connor Bernard? You know, there's someone who has done so much in the OHL than McDavid did in 15 years. What? High quality drawing? I want to like Armia. I want to, but he won't let me. Damn, Paul. Yeah, isn't it Connor Bedard? Connor Bedard? High quality drawing? We signed David Ayers. The Hamburger Man. That's a great idea, man. If he does, he will pass Mike Gardner for most consecutive 30-goal seasons. Holy shit, Clifford. That's nuts. How can you say he's good when he has 10 goals and 18 points each year? I would let him go and sign Tuna. Well, Sean, he is good. He's a good depth guy. That's the thing. Like, yeah, 10 goals, 18 points. Like, still, that's 10 goals. Like, I understand if it's all assists, like, okay, maybe let him go. Like, I would definitely let Armia go potentially if Cole Caulfield is ready. Like, if you call up Caulfield after the 16th, for example, and he's, let's not say fantastic, say he's good, you can tell, like, okay, he's going to be great when it's a solid schedule, then yeah, absolutely, you can let go of Armia because Caulfield likely takes his place anyways. And Lehkonen, depending on how Leon and Poehling play, if they even get a call up this year, yeah, Paul, we do have enough depth, guys. That's the thing. Like I'm saying, it's me getting attached to Armia. I'm too attached to Armia, so I don't want to let him go, but I know we probably should. Like, that's my thing. I'm willing to admit that. Exactly, Sean. We do have scoring. We have loads of depth. Sean, it's not that we need scoring. We have Galley. We have Toffoli. We have Anderson. We have Perry. We have Caulfield coming up. And we have Petrie on the blue line who can score. We have goal scoring. We definitely have the goal scoring. Paul, I'm not saying Armia is better than Lehkonen. I really like Lehkonen. It's just, for me, I like Armia more. I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying I like Armia more personally. I have no stat to back this up. Armia is one of the fastest players in the Habs that need speed badly. Patrick, I see what you mean for sure, but that's kind of the same thing that the guys are mentioning. Caulfield's speedy. Byron is speedy, even though I want us to get rid of Byron because of his cap hit. Lehkonen's kind of speedy. You know, we have speedy guys. Mete. Who's the better Cole? Caulfield. 100% Fazio. 100%, man. Armia's a bruiser like Anderson. He makes plays and goals. Unfortunately, he's out right now, but people are forgetting that. Holy heck, you guys. Yeah, Luna. I think a lot of people are forgetting that. Armia won't be back. Signs league minimum. Ray Buckleman. He's not signing league minimum. He will get at least, I think, $1.5 million next year. Fucking Fazio, man. Fazio. Hey, nice win. Hey, Dadius, man. I'm so sorry I can't make any. Yo, Dadius, don't apologize, man. Don't apologize. I absolutely understand. I mean, that's what the replays are for, you know? If these were meant to be, oh, you have to come to them when they're live, I delete these afterwards. But no, man. 100% you got to. 100% you got to. If you got to sleep for school, understandable. These things are always going to be up. Please go to check this out in the morning, man. Appreciate you just coming by. Ray Buckle or Ray Buckle, 100%, man. Ray Buckle, 100%. This team has been playing slow lately. That's one of my. I mean, Patrick, yeah, we've been playing slow lately, but we've won 4 of our 5 last games. So kind of being slow is getting us somewhere, it seems. Hey, Dottie, thank you for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Armia will probably walk next season, as Darwin said. I agree. I think Leon, Poehling, and Caulfield could probably take that fourth line of Byron, Evans, and Lehkonen as what it is now. Actually, probably Byron, Evans, and Lehkonen is what it is. I think that line gets replaced by Leon, Poehling, and Caulfield. You know, plus that's good is that all those guys I think are still on their ELCs in the last year. I think that you know, Staal likely gets let go. Byron is likely in the minors next year, and you know, Lehkonen, unfortunately, we don't re-sign him, or otherwise, if we keep Byron, let Armia go, or you know, I think re-signing both Tatar and Darnell could end up being done if Armia and Lehkonen are let go, because like Darwin said and a few others have said, it probably is that we bring up Leon, Poehling, and Caulfield. I think that'd be great if we can have a fully young guy line. I mean, probably not 100%. I mean, Poehling has NHL experience technically, but I think if you can resign ERIC STAAL, that could maybe help them. Like not keep Poehling down in the NHL, but if you maybe want to try him on a third line, for example, I think that could definitely work. I think Staal may return next year to Montreal. You know what's up? If he keeps playing the way he is now, if Marc Bergevin wants to resign Staal, I think ERIC STAAL is going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to resign in Montreal. I definitely think that's the case. I think Armia lives up to his contract for sure, but we won't be able. Yeah, Ray Buckle, unless he takes maybe league minimum, or unless he takes like say $1 million, takes a big pay cut, definitely won't be able to afford him, unfortunately. Yeah, Hamburger Man, we do also have to deal with Seattle taking somebody for sure. And hell, who knows? Maybe if we leave it Allen exposed, maybe if we leave Armia and Lehkonen exposed, maybe they look at those guys and think, hey, we could use one of these guys on our PK and take Armia, because keep in mind, there's going to be what? Holtby out. Holtby's going to be exposed from Vancouver. One of Rask and Halak are going to be exposed. Well, Halak's going to be exposed, so they might take him if Halak's like, yeah, I want to play. Then they have a goaltending tandem of Holtby and Halak already, which is really solid, I think. So they might not end up taking Jake Allen, even though Jake Allen has a fantastic contract. Maybe they don't. Maybe they take Armia or Lehkonen instead. Who do you resign between Tatar, Danault, Armia, and Lehkonen, keeping my to stay within the cap? Paul, probably right now, I would probably go Danault and Lehkonen. I think Tatar, unfortunately, no, Paul, yeah, Seattle can take him. Seattle can start working out contracts with UFAs that they want to take from teams 4 days before, 4 days before the expansion draft. So if they, for example, want to take Armia, they can sit down with him 4 days before and be like, hey, if we take you, will you take this contract? And if he's like, yeah, then all right, we'll take you in the expansion draft, you know? So they can take him. Montreal can leave him exposed, and Seattle will be able to take him. ERIC STAAL won't come back. He said he wants to stay where his kids are growing up in Minnesota, so I see him. Yeah, Ray Buckle, I see why that could be the case. I mean, hockey players in the past have gone places where their kids aren't. So, but I understand in COVID world, definitely ERIC STAAL would want to be back with his kids. So I definitely understand that. Overall, I'm happy for sure. I would like to see more speed. Proud of them tonight for basically playing a full 60. Only two letdown minutes at the end of this first and second. One of the most, yeah, Patrick, I definitely think it's one of the most complete games we've had all season, definitely. Like, re-signing him, I'm not 100% on because it's the NHL, but he is a good player who did contribute to the team before he got pulled. Yeah, Luna, I don't think Armia has been disappointing either. I think it's just injuries and now COVID, unfortunately, have kept him out of the lineup, which sucks. Yeah, Hamburger Man, I hope if one of Perry and Staal come back, like right now, just basing off how they've done the season, which Staal, not fair because it's only a game, I definitely would want to keep Perry. Like Staal, he can go to Minnesota if he wants to stay with his kids. I understand 100%. But Corey Perry, I would love to see him come back in like a fourth line role. Hell, who knows? Maybe Caulfield already pushes for a third line spot next season if he does really good. We don't resign to Tatar, for example. Have Toffoli and Anderson on the first and second line. Play Caulfield third line. Corey Perry's on your fourth line. Boom! I just solved the Canadiens' cap issues. Screw Bergevin, sign me. Yeah, let's go. No, but seriously, I honestly think that could be maybe what Mark Bergevin's looking at. And then down the middle, you have maybe, say Danault, Suzuki, Kotkaniemi, and then maybe say Paling on your fourth line, and maybe Evans is on the left wing. Perry will stay. It's his childhood team. If he's offered, he will come back. Yeah, Ray Buckle. I mean, I definitely think Petrie could come back. Yeah, Ray Buckle. Toffoli's on the left though, but Toffoli has said he thinks he plays better on the left wing. So maybe a potential first line of Toffoli, Danault, and Galley next year. Maybe. I think Anderson can play the left wing as well. So you have guys that are flexible on both wings. So that's actually really solid. Harry, your 1.3 million puts them over cap. Wait, what? Enor tap? 1.3 million. What do you mean? I don't think I gave prices for these guys. The Canadiens had a fantastic opportunity. Suzuki's line was really great out there. Unfortunately, Corey Perry would end up taking a penalty for roughing. Oilers have all the pressure now, but Price robbed Alex Chason. Habs were able to kill it off. Great PK there. We were 1-for-1 on the PK tonight. The Canadiens then got a chance at the power play. Puyarvi took a penalty, but it only lasted 11 seconds. ERIC STAAL then took a hooking penalty. Habs not doing too great now. Shorthanded, they did get a decent opportunity, but they couldn't get anything. We were 2-for-2 in the PK and 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. You're the backup. Maybe Enor tap. Maybe. Yeah, Luna. Yeah, fire Bergevin, hire Harry. Let's go, boys. Get on the hashtag fire Bergevin, hire Harry Rice train. Let's go. We're gonna get that trending worldwide. Even if it's just for a day, I want to be hired as the Habs GM. I want to be on the Wikipedia page. Just Habs GMs, Harry Rice 2021. It'd be so funny to see. Maybe we'll be able to get to know it cheaper than maybe Hamburger Man. I mean, Danault's definitely been playing fantastic the last maybe 15 or so games. After the rough start, he's really rebounded. He's had a fantastic, pretty much midway through the season, I'd say, because we're about near the end. He's had a fantastic mid-season. I mean, hell, who knows? Maybe he takes the $5 million that we were offering him, which I think could be a bargain if he keeps playing the way he is right now. So, yeah, who knows? If Danault takes the $5 million and keeps playing the way he is now, definitely could be a steal. Maybe Enor tap. Maybe I'm the backup. Maybe. Harry Rice is a backup goalie and a Hamburger Man. Hamburger Man, I'm gonna have to ban these people that are saying I'm backup on Wednesday. Like, come on, like guys, stop exposing me out here. Pat, yeah, I was harsh on Danault. Yeah, definitely, Patrick. He's like, I understand why you're harsh on Danault at the beginning. I was as well, but yeah, he's definitely been playing great the last bunch of games. I think Danault wants 5. Yeah, I think Danault was offered. He was offered 5, turned it down and then wanted 6. So I think he probably settled for 5.5 if Bergevin is. Who gets out of the North Division this year? Paul, I definitely think the Leafs have a chance, but I honestly think the Canadiens do. I think the Canadiens, my gut feeling is telling me Habs are going to the conference finals this year. I'd love to see it personally. Yeah, Ray Buckle. I definitely think Dano was kind of rough offensively. And defensively, he was really great. It was just offensively, he was not getting puck luck, I think, personally. But yeah, he definitely he was really. But if he does get hurt, we are kind of screwed defensively wise. I think we're good, but we're not fantastic like we are now. Hell yeah, boys! Positive vibes. Let's go. Stay positive after a hard fought comeback. But speaking of staying positive, I was incredibly negative at this point. It's in my notes. Yeah, Enor Tap. Habs are built for the playoffs, man. Downey scores 3-1 Yotes. Oh shit, let's go. Where am I? Canadiens, we're not really looking good right now. We need a big third period and try to revert to how we played in the first period. Damn, 2-1 Calgary scores. Thank you, Luna. And thank you, Sons, for the updates on the goals. Canadiens would go back to the PK. Puljujärvi got on a breakaway. Edmondson for slashing. Kind of understandable there. Price had an amazing save on Alex Chase on stacking the pads. Then just like that, Price allowed a shitty goal with 10 seconds left. He was, in my opinion, he was too far out of his crease, too far to the right. Just kind of gave that, okay, thank you vibe for Nurse to put it home. So yeah, we were 2 for 3 on the PK tonight. That would do it for the second period. Oilers were leading at 2-0. Shots were 25-17 for the Canadiens now. Early in the third, we were looking good. And then we scored. It was about 2 minutes in. Josh Anderson has a fantastic cross crease pass from Corey Perry. Nick Suzuki picking up the other assist, just buries it. 2-1 now at this point. Yeah, Patrick, it was a snipe by Nurse for sure. It's just Price probably could have had that if he was. Yeah, Hamburger Man. Price that's a lot of far out of the crease goals. Like personally, those are easily the goals I don't like Price along the most because they can be easily prevented the most. Like cross creases, yeah, sure, defenses, whatever. But Price controlling the goals kind of, if you guys know what I mean, him being way out of his crease really hurts. Like if he was back in his crease and kind of in the middle, definitely think he could have stopped that. But it doesn't matter because we made it 2-1 at that point. Hey, James Berry, how's it going, man? Yeah, Enor Tap. I missed the home crowd fan influence as well, man. Like exactly, Paul. Edmonton had to slash Puljujärvi, so I 100% understand why he did that. It's much better to just take the penalty than allow a goal. Like I said, but something that happens in a little bit actually. Corey Perry was sent down the tunnel. Looked like he was apparently cut after falling on Chris Russell's skates. Thankfully, he would be back fairly quickly. You're my friend. Hell yeah, James. We're friends. Habs are really looking good now. They've come out very well in the third thus far. And then holy shit, we tied it up off a turnover. Paul Byron grabs the puck, passes it to Tomas, Tatar, and he ties it up at 2-2 apiece. Habs are doing great at pressuring the Oilers in our zone when they had the puck. Love how we responded thus far in the third. It was really fantastic. A few missed tripping and holding calls. I could have sent the Oilers to the power play. I was really surprised they didn't call these. But it's because they didn't want to, because they were trying to get even up calls, which I really wasn't a fan of. The Oilers then trying to get a bit of the heat back. We were looking good, though, on the rebounds. Corey Perry had a really good burst of speed, but unfortunately couldn't get around the Oilers. Even though Edmondson... Yeah, Ray Buckle, he has the most plus-minus in the league. He's been having a really good season at Edmonton. I think he's a fantastic pickup from the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm pretty sure he was with. And the fact we got him for what, a 5th-round pick? It was like something weird, like Edmonton in the 7th for a 5th and a 7th or something like that. Like fantastic buy from the Hurricanes to get Edmondson. Definitely fantastic. The Habs then went to the power play. Kara flipped it up high and over the glass, which meant it was a delay of game. Didn't take long. Weber's slow as shit in the power play. Toffoli does the right thing. He takes a tripping penalty instead of risking the goal being scored on Price. It would be 4-4. Habs played well defensively and good offensively when we needed to, but we were 3 for 4 on the PK tonight and 0 for 2 on the power play. Habs are doing their best in the final minutes to get that 3-2 lead. They did not want to go to overtime, but both teams really slowed it down in the final three or so minutes, just ready to go to overtime. Really hope we can do some good things. That would do it for the third period. We were going to overtime, tied up 2-2. Shots were 29-22 for the Canadiens. I honestly noticed the Oilers falling all over themselves tonight. I hate to be that guy, but there was a few times where I felt they could have stayed on their feet. Yeah, Luna, I get what you mean there. I think, especially after the Habs tied the game up, I think there was definitely a few spots where the Oilers were just kind of kind of panicking slightly, where it was just like, oh shit, okay, we need to get the lead. We need to get the lead. How do we score here? How do we score on Price? You know, like I think there was a couple of those moments when they didn't need to. They could have just been calm and be like, okay, they tied the game up. Don't worry, it's tied. They didn't grab a lead. Let's just go out and do what we need to, you know? I just hope when Sherrod is back, we don't put him back with Weber. It never works. I mean, Hamburger Man, I'd rather do – I would probably try defensive pairings of, say, Mete Weber back together, Sherrod or Edmondson Petrie, and then Sherrod Romanoff. I think those could be decent pairings. Exactly, Paul. Edmondson, a very important offseason signing. I remember the reaction as well. It was just kind of lukewarm. Like I did a live video and I was like, yeah, I think he can be a good top 4 defenseman. He's really, really, I don't want to say proved me wrong because I thought he was going to be good, but he's definitely showing like, yeah, he's not just good. He's fairly solid when he has to be. Like I really like Edmondson. And yeah, exactly. Like I fucking hate Mike Matheson, Paul. So I'm very, very happy we didn't get Matheson and we got Edmondson instead. But yeah, definitely happy we got Edmondson. He's definitely proving anyone who thought like, really, we gave up a 5th for Edmondson. Like, why didn't we just keep the pick? Like, definitely proving those guys wrong. Okay, it was just a 5th round pick for him. Thank you, Ray. It was just a 5th round pick for his rights because he was a UFA. Carolina's defensive depth would have pushed him out anyway, so Carolina still won. Yeah, I mean, they still got something for his rights. I mean, like, I'm sure if it was a 6th, even they would have been like, yeah, why not? Oh, he's a plus 30. Holy shit, let's go, boys. Paul, I hate Matheson because he kind of re-injured Johnny Boychuk against the for the Islanders in the postseason. He's a very dirty player, in my opinion. I don't like Mike Matheson, what he does. He's kind of a big pussy, in my opinion. I don't like Mike Matheson at all. Was really happy we got Edmondson instead. I actually didn't even see people calling for Mike Matheson instead, but I'm glad that I didn't see that at the time. Since Liberty spring break ends today, that sucks, man. It's 2-1 Toronto. Yeah, Patrick Water. Maple Leafs scored 2, and then Flames just scored once. Hey, TBI, welcome back, man. Hope it's going well, man. Yeah, in overtime, the line started with Danault Perry. Jesus, I wish. It started with Danault, Byron, and Petrie. And I just remember looking at my TV as soon as I see Byron, and I'm like, why? Why are we starting Paul Byron and Danault? Thankfully it would work though, because as some people pointed out in the chat, they were out there to control the speed of McDavid and catch up to him. Just like how Mete was kind of out there to do that. They ended up doing really solid, actually. Both teams had some good back and forth. Loved the intense vibe from overtime we were getting. Habs got some great chances, but the Oilers had some as well. Byron had some good chances, as did Mete and Petrie. Mete had a really solid chance. Petrie was really good. Byron had some good chances. I think Toffoli had a really good chance as well. Get if they trade Lehkonen. Wolverine, I don't know, maybe some type of prospect, maybe a draft pick. I don't want to say, oh, you can get a 1st and a 2nd, because no, you're not. Maybe a 2nd and a 4th maybe. Just because like Lehkonen, he's like, people know, okay, he's a depth guy and he's an RFA. So the RFA kind of gives him a little bit of value because you then have his rights. So I think maybe a 2nd and a 4th potentially. Yeah. If you had to choose the matchups in the North, what would you personally want? Probably Habs Oilers, Habs Leafs, and then Jets Oilers. I think those would be really entertaining matchups personally. TBI them, get a sandwich, man. Oilers one trick pony. Yeah, Paul. Exactly. McDavid, like I didn't even say this, but yeah, McDavid and Draisaitl were out there for nearly 4 minutes. And you know, that's the thing. They were saying, oh, Paul Maurice, it's great time management. But no, it's not. Why do you play McDavid and Draisaitl for 4 minutes? If anything, that's just proving my point that the Oilers have no depth. The Habs, I think, were running with 4 offensive lines out there, right? They were running with 4 offensive lines in overtime, and the Oilers had 2. And one of them was just, oh, get McDavid and Draisaitl a rest. Like, Jesus, you know, like I don't get that right now. Like, I don't get why Oilers fans think they have depth. They have next to no depth. Like, sure, okay, oh, cool. Devin Shore and Devin Shore and what's his name score? Darnell Nurse. Yeah, you had one of your best defensemen score, and you had a depth guy. Okay, cool. You had one depth guy. Notice, Draisaitl and McDavid, aren't the Oilers like something like 7 or like 8-2 or something like that when McDavid and Draisaitl are pointless? Aren't they something like that? They're like what now? They're like what? 1-1, I think, when McDavid and Draisaitl don't score against the Canadiens or something like that. Like, exactly, Sons of Liberty. Oilers are more shallow than a 2-inch pool. I did not see the replay, actually, Patrick. I got to go back and look at that. But yeah, it was a great shot by Tatar. And speaking of great shots, all of a sudden we won. ERIC STAAL in his first game as a Montreal Canadien sealed the deal, got the shot from Toffoli and Petrie. 3-2 overtime win against the Oilers. What a fantastic shot by him. We are now 2-9 in overtime and shootouts. Oh, it's 4 a.m. I did not know that, TBI. I keep forgetting that. They're more shallow than a swimming training pool. Jesus, TBI. Damn. Sorry, Enortap. Whose defensive core is better right now, Leafs or Habs? I kind of want to say the Leafs, honestly. I love the Leafs defensive core right now. Like, yeah, sure, okay, they're playing Zach Bogosian, but like still, they're winning with Zach Bogosian, you know? Like they're winning with Zach Bogosian in the lineup, you know? Like I love our defensive play. It's just I think the Leafs have a little bit of a better defensive core personally. ERIC STAAL isn't stalled. Wow. How beautiful was that? Yeah, hell yeah. Welcome to the Habs, ERIC STAAL, Luna. Kind of reminded me of Kovalchuk against the Devils when he scored in the shootout. Kind of reminded me of that. Like, unfortunately, it wasn't his first game as a Hab, or for Kovalchuk, but like, it just reminded me of that where it's like just that feel good, like, fuck yeah, let's go type of moment. Yeah, Ray, Petrie gets his first point in a while. Shallower than a bachelor contestant. Damn, Paul. As usual, I'm going to give the points and then the stats, and then we're going to do the outro, which is kind of a thing that I do at the end of every video. I think the Habs match up better than against certain teams, better than the Leafs with defense. Really, Hamburger Man, I find the Habs match up better against certain teams, better than the Leafs with the defense, and the other way around. Yeah, I think the Habs match up better defensively against what the Oilers, Senators, and not Flames. And then the Leafs, it's probably what, the Senators? Okay, not the Senators. I mean, I don't know. Since the 5-1 collapse, they've controlled the Sens' defense pretty well. I'd probably say what, the Senators, Flames, and kind of the Habs. I mean, I'm not really. Both teams are just dog shit defensively against each other. There's been maybe 5 goals at least in each of the Habs Leafs games this year so far. So yeah, Tyler Toffoli still leads the Montreal Canadiens with 19 goals, 10 assists, 29 points. Petrie, did you forget that thing, or did you just? No, I forgot about it. I forgot about it. I didn't forget it specifically, but thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. But Toffoli, 19 goals, 10 assists, 29 points. Jeff Petrie, 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points. Tomas Tatar has 8 goals, 15 assists, 23 points. Suzuki has 7 goals, 60 assists, 23 points. Brennan Gallagher, who was hurt this game, unfortunately, 13 goals, 9 assists, 22 points. Jonathan Drouin, 2 goals, 19 assists, 21 points. Josh Anderson has 14 goals, 5 assists, 19 points. Philippe Deneau, 3 goals, 16 assists for 19 points. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Yeah, Wolverine. Getting Toffoli was the biggest deal of the offseason. Like, genuinely, I was one of those guys that forgot Toffoli was even in the free agency market. Like, that's just shows. Like, that just goes to show, in my opinion, how good Bergevin is at getting these steals. Like, Toffoli, Perry, and Joel Edmondson. Like, dude upgraded the team so much. Like, I thought, okay, like when the postseason ended, I was thinking, okay, Habs might be decent this year. But then, we traded for Joel Edmondson. Okay, cool. Traded for Jake Allen. Hell yeah. Got Corey Perry. Cool, depth guy. Got Tyler Toffoli. Hell yeah. Signed Michael Frolik. Cool, more depth. And then we just traded for ERIC STAAL. We might be bordering on cup contender. I will be honest. Like, we might be bordering on cup contender. How many guys do we have on the team that have won a cup or have gone to the cup finals? Tatar, he's gone to the cup finals with the Golden Knights. Corey Perry, he's won a cup in 2007. Joel Edmondson won the cup in 2019. Jake Allen won the cup in 2019 as well. ERIC STAAL won the cup in 2006. I love that we're adding these guys that have won the cup for a league, even though I think won the cup with the Blackhawks one year. Like, I love that we're adding these guys with veteranosity, but not like we were in 2017 where they're clearly old and not good anymore, like Alashemsky. We're adding these guys that are like, hey, this guy is coming off a really solid playoffs. Let's go out and get him. Like, he's really good. Like Corey Perry, or in other words, like a Tyler Toffoli as well. He's won a cup with the Kings. I keep forgetting about that. Like, we won a lot of these guys. Like, a lot of these guys are fantastic pickups, I think. Love what Bergevin did with the offseason. In my opinion, I think this just confirms Bergevin should never be fired for at least the next 5 years. Never for the next 5 years. Esperi Cock Kaniemi. Thank you, TBI. Yeah, it was funny how most of us thought we lost the Domi trade. I thought we won the Domi trade, honestly. I thought Josh Anderson was definitely going to rebound. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Harry, you're biased. You're just saying that because you want Bergevin to win." But no, I honestly thought Josh Anderson was going to rebound, and he did. Dude got 3 goals in his first 5 games as a Canadian or something like that, and dude had 1 goal, or no, he had three goals in his first 7 games, and dude had already tripled his amount from the year before. Jesus, Mark Bergevin Epstein, man, TBI for sure. Who's better, Jack Campbell or Jake Allen? Right now, Jack Campbell, but all time, I think Jake Allen. Maybe if you didn't forget, I'm very sorry, TBI. I'm very sorry, man. Yeah, if Campbell's in net, we might see to fully score on his former teammate. That would be really cool. Oh, I did not read that correctly. Mark Bergevin Einstein. Thank you, guys. Einstein. I said Einstein. Thank you, guys. Exactly, Wolverine. Bergevin hated Bergevin. Even Bergevin hates Bergevin. People hated Bergevin for trading Subban 4 years later. Yeah, we honestly won that trade. Despite Weber's contract, Subban has fallen off the cliff defensively and offensively. The dude has just been what the fuck? Weber's not too great, but still, Weber, at least Weber's on a potential cup contender. Domi was good, but when he knew he was out, it was a bad break. Yeah, Habs Guru, I agree with you, man. Domi was good when he had that 70-point season, but unfortunately, that second year was just not great at all for Domi. And yeah, it was definitely a bad breakup. Him in the play-ins playing 4th line, it was definitely rough for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. Slaver, I think is your name. My apologies if I butchered that, but yeah, Bergevin's definitely one of the favorites to win the NHL GM of the Year award, and Bill Zito. If we're just going off the postseason, off the offseason, and how much that team has improved, 100% Montreal, I think, should win Bergevin should win the GM of the Year award. If we're going off overall team performance, definitely Bill Zito, I think. I don't think anyone expected the Panthers to be rivaling the Lightning and Hurricanes for potentially first. It's nuts. Really, Paul. Domi was terrible. Many of his points in the 72-point season were empty netters. Kept giving the puck away, boneheaded giveaways. Yeah, I can see that. I definitely did notice him giving the puck away a few times. But yeah, good riddance. I unfortunately agree. I really wanted to. It's just, dude, it was not the best. I do miss Domi. Loved him on our team. Thought he might have been another Galley. Yeah, Luna. I agree with you, man. Good woman. I'm just gonna say man because it's more natural if you don't mind. But I wish he could have turned into another Galley because the dude was only 24, 25. Excuse me. Yeah, it sucks that he had dropped off completely last season, and the fact we got Josh Anderson, I think if you're Columbus and you're looking at Domi's going to be meh, Anderson's going to rebound heavily. If you're looking at if you're Columbus, if you're Jarmo Kekalainen and you can see into the future of what these guys have become, I don't think they're doing that trade. I don't think Kekalainen is calling Bergevin and being like, yo, I'll do this trade. I think he's like, nah, go find someone else. Exactly, Wolverine. Bergevin made great signings and trades. Petrie in 2015, signing Radulov in 2017, and arguably not signing Markov in 2017 was kind of for the best. Kind of. Yeah, bro, I'm still streaming. I'm actually just at the stats in the outro, so I'm about to end, man. But yeah, somehow still streaming. Yeah, Wolverine. I hated that we let Radulov go. I hated that we let Radulov go. But yeah, Dallas, that first year looked really good. He looked like, I think it was a 30 goal scorer. It looked good. This year, not so much. I think it also kind of doesn't help that Radulov is kind of injured right now. Yeah, salary cap aside, if say there's no salary cap, I definitely think Radulov would have resigned for sure. Anderson wanted out and kind of forced them to deal him. Hey, Habs grew. That is true. Anderson did want out of Columbus, so kind of only made sense Anderson for Domi. Like how some people were saying Bennett for Mete before Sherratt got hurt. It made sense for both teams. It's just, yeah. Like with Sergachev. Sergachev didn't like playing in the AHL for the Canadiens, well, for the Rocket. And when he was called up, he wasn't happy with being third pairing. So like someone said, so yeah, getting Drouin for Sergachev, I think is a great trade for the Canadiens, given Sergachev didn't want to be in Montreal. Exactly, conservative player. Drouin's cheaper, I think, by like $1 million, but still cheaper, and he's a team player for sure. Paul, exactly. Everyone wants out of Columbus. Like when you lose Panarin, Bobrovsky, DeSingle, Anderson, Dubois, like when you're losing your big guys, that should be a clear sign. No one wants to play in Columbus. Like, I don't get why they move Columbus. I love Torts, actually, Luna. I really like Torts. I love what he does. Oh, shit. Dom Ducharme said Brennan Gallagher suffered a fractured thumb. He'll probably miss 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, I think that means for the next week, or I think that means for the next 10 days, aka like 5 games. That means Evans is probably in the lineup. Honestly, I honestly think that means Caulfield 100% gets the call up after the 15th. I honestly think that absolutely means, okay, yeah, Caulfield after the 15th game, 100% they're getting 100% they're getting Caulfield. Like, I don't think I don't think Bergevin's going to make a deadline move. I think he moves in Caulfield purely for depth. Like, he's not going to move him to the first line. I think he can move to Foley and Anderson up the line. Yeah, Patrick Water, pretty much Galley's out to the playoffs. I think he's out to like the second round, actually. If he's out 4 to 6 weeks, like, that sucks. Like, thankfully it is the right thumb and not his left. So maybe that's 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully it's an accidental overdiagnosis, but yeah, like that really sucks, man. That really sucks. Yeah, I love the Blue Jackets jerseys for sure, Paul. I love the BJs as well. Love the BJs. Drouin and Sergachev, I would say. Yeah, Wolverine. I mean, pretty much from him not wanting to be third pairing defenseman and him not liking it in Laval, kind of didn't want to be in Montreal. So yeah, I think it was definitely a win for both teams. Tampa gets their second pairing left defenseman, and Drouin and Montreal gets their playmaker that they kind of wanted. You see us making a forward trade now since Galley's gone. Hamburger Man, as I kind of just said, accidentally answering your question, no, I think it just means Evans and Frolik are going to play a little more, I think, for the next 10 days, or depending on how that goes. You know, if somehow, knock on wood, if we somehow end up, for example, if we end up, say, losing the next 5 games, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But if we somehow lose the next 5 games, I honestly think Bergevin might make not a panic trade, but just make, okay, this guy's out there. This guy is either like Galley or this guy could help. This guy could help the team. Go out and get him, you know? But yeah, geez, I thought these, Jesus. Thank you, Paul. I just saw the JK. I was like, no, don't tell me you're serious. But yeah, thank you for that, man. Exactly. Just play with the cast. Play with some band-aids on your play with like a whole bunch of band-aids on your thumb, Galley. Like, come on. But yeah, I'm glad you're just joking though. I'm really glad you're joking. There's no way Michael Bunting just got a hat trick. Is that the dude's first 3 career NHL goals? If he's down to the playoffs, if not as bad. It's not as bad as if he's out for 2 to 3 weeks, because then we can put him on IR and his cap will be gone. Yeah, Ray Buckle. I mean, that is true. We could put him. Yeah, Patrick, I'm pulling for Evans as well. He definitely deserves a lineup spot. I thought he was playing fantastic. Luna, that is true. If Caulfield plays, it'll be the start of his 3-year contract. It'll be shortened. But I feel like the Canadiens want to win a cup now, personally. I honestly think that it doesn't. I feel like Bergevin right now is like, you know what? Screw it. We'll deal with the cap when it comes. We'll deal with Caulfield's ELC when it's done. We want to win a cup. We want this young guy to play. We want to see how good he is. Exactly like Paul said, he's waiting in the wings. No need for a trade. I honestly think that Caulfield is really, Paul, read that playing Caulfield will not start as RFA. Remember, it's not if he plays a game that his ELC does roll over. It's only if he plays 9 more, right? I don't think inserting Caulfield immediately into a lineup with such responsibility is a good idea. Slaver, I agree with you for sure, man. I definitely agree with you. I think giving him time to develop, that's why I say give him these next 10 days, because I think there's like 4 or 5 games for Laval in the next 10 days. So I think playing him until, for example, comes in, for example, and plays, say, from the 16th onwards when the Laval, I think honestly playing him, playing Caulfield from say I think they have a game tomorrow, so let's just say the 6th to the 15th is good, because I don't think having Caulfield sitting from the 15th to the 30th is a good idea, because that's how long the Rockets' next break is. I think if you call Caulfield up then and say use him in the fourth line role, say you bring him in as pure depth, you don't even put him in your top six, say you just play him as a fourth line guy and you run him for those next, say 9 games, say the final 9 games of the year, then I think that works. And then say after the 31st, I think it's the 31st that they play 30th. I think that works. Staal was the OT key, Nolan. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to the stream, man. Appreciate it. I always think I'll miss the streams. How you always stay on until the next day. Hell yeah, Nolan. Staal was the key. Yeah, I honestly should be getting off in a few minutes, man. Then when he comes back, we have him in the player we acquire in the playoffs because cap. That is true, Buckle. That is very true. If he's out on IR, Hamburger Man, that'd be nuts. If we traded Lehkonen, Byron, and someone else, for example, for Taylor Hall, that'd be absolutely nuts. 44% win the cup. Thank you, Sons of Liberty, man. I appreciate it. If Caulfield comes in and plays at a high level, that is true, Patrick Water. Could be maybe like a Cale Makar. Michael Bunting actually got a hat trick. Let's go, TBI. Let's go. Hobie Baker's announced this upcoming weekend. Hey, let's go. I do agree. He's too green to jump into the deep end right now. Habs have other folks. Luna, that is true. I mean, I could see us maybe giving Paling, for example, a chance, but I don't know if we want to risk breaking up a potential Lyon, Paling, and Caulfield lineup, for example. I don't know if we want to deal with that. Bunting his second, third, and fourth NHL goals. Jesus. Caulfield's spot in the lineup is fairly irrelevant. Put him on the power play. That's where he has most value. That is true, Paul. If you're, say, playing him, say, fourth line, say, for fourth line, say, first power play unit, I definitely think that'd be very, very effective for the Canadiens. Official Warner Brother Pictures have announced a sequel to Man of Steel called Man of Staal 2. Thank you, Slaver. Get Dzingel from Ottawa. I could see that being maybe a decent depth move. Yeah, some of the Canucks are almost 100% eliminated unless they win literally every game when they come back. They're kind of eliminated already. Then where am I? Weber has 5 goals, Lundqvist has 16 points. Corey Perry has 7 goals, 6 assists for 13 points. One of our best offseason signings in a long time, I think. Paul Byron, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Yoel Army, who is currently on COVID protocol, unfortunately still, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Joel Edmondson, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. We can be over the cap in the playoffs with Galley salary on IR, Sherratt's salary on IR. Yeah, Paul, we could maybe squeeze out another addition because that gives us, say, $8 million with Sherratt and Galley out, say, to the playoffs. We could end up bringing in, say, Matthias Ekholm if we wanted to. And let's just say somehow we get Taylor Hall 50% retained. That's still about $1 million, or roughly $1 million we have with Ekholm and Hall coming in. If for some reason we wanted to get Taylor Hall, I don't want us to, but if for whatever reason we did, I could definitely see Montreal maybe making those moves. It'd be definitely interesting for sure. TBI, what did TBI say? Or are you busy? I don't know. Flames just tied it up. Jesus, Patrick. So the Leafs just pulled an Oilers. Holy shit. Sherratt isn't out there for that long, or it would have been. Yeah, Ray Buckle, that is true. It probably would have been done. I think there definitely is. Sherratt. I don't think Sherratt's going to be out longer than 2 weeks, honestly. I'm an optimist. I think he's going to be back much sooner than people expected. I mean, look at Weber. People were expecting his season to be done, potentially his career to be done. I think it was like 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago when he had that, I guess, broken ankle or whatever it was. People were expecting him to be out for the season, and dude was back like 2 games later. Like, obviously, this is not the same circumstances with Sherratt or Galley, but maybe. Leafs have goalie probs. Yeah, Patrick Water for sure, man. Oof, yeah, Flames scored. Yeah, Man of Stall 2, no wonder why it's taking too long to make us. Yeah, Wolverine. That definitely is a question. Lehkonen, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Evans, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Sherratt and Romanov, each with 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Sherratt, unfortunately, is injured right now. Sherratt was originally 4 to 6 weeks. How long has it been now? Paul, I think 2 weeks maybe? I think 2 weeks. I thought he was originally 6 to 8 weeks, actually. I thought it was 6 to 8 weeks, and they bumped it down to 4 to 6. But it's been like, I think 2 to 3 weeks now, so. Just post a recent game reaction, man. Yo, Nolan, thank you, man. I'll check it out after the stream for sure, man. I mean, I'm supposed to watch a movie with my best friend tonight, so might get to it in the morning instead, but yeah, definitely going to try and check it out in the near future. Kulak has 4 assists. Mete has 3 assists. And ERIC STAAL, in his first game as a Montreal Canadien, 1 goal, no assists, 1 point. And I just realized I fucked it up because I'm supposed to put the total amount of points they have. Yeah. See you, Harry. Thanks for the friendly debates. Your director. Hey, Ray Buckle. No problem, man. I always do my best to be objective and hell yeah. Yeah, like Wolverine, like Paul just said, April 12th. So it's a week from now actually. But hey, no problem, man. I love the friendly debates, man. The friendly dates. Jesus, no. I love the friendly debates as well. If ever you want to come back in the stream and have those again, like always love these, man. Shark getting closer. Really, Patrick, you should go straight to the taxi squad. Really, Patrick. Hey, Nolan, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully rest will serve. Yeah, Enor Tap. Yeah, Enor Tap. I agree. Hopefully rest will serve Sherratt well. He was having a decent season. Not too great. I think Edmondson and Petrie was definitely our best defensive pairing when they were together. So Sherratt and Weber getting bailed out by Edmondson and Petrie for sure. Michael Frolik and Xavier Ouellette are still currently the only Montreal Canadiens with no points this season. Holy shit, guys. We've been live for nearly an hour and 45 minutes. I have to get off. I'm doing the outro real quick. He went out 4 weeks ago and it was supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks. I did not know that, Luna. Thank you, man. Good night, Harry. Glad you weren't so hard on Price season. Go Habs go. Paul, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I will admit Price had some good saves for sure. Absolutely had oh shit. Oh, that hurt. Price had some great saves, I think. Thank you for coming by, Paul. Appreciate it, man. See you in the next stream if you come by, of course. But see you in the future, I hope, man. Thank you for coming by. He went out 4 weeks ago, really. It was supposed to be 6 to 8. Thank you, Luna. Yeah, I definitely don't think we move for a defenseman. I think we just take our time with letting Sherratt come back. Well, I love debates until Harry plays his Gretzky takes. Then I take on my Elder One and Resurrection Stone so I can still talk to Harry after I've killed his arguments. Thank you, Nolan. Good win. Have a good night, all. Peace, Harry. Hey, Patrick, thank you for coming by the stream, man. Greatly appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. So that is going to do for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, exclusive, not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything else. My name is Harry. Subscribe to my Puff Club, subscribe to the He's Club, subscribe to the Sub Club, subscribe to join the D Nation if you're a member of the Mod Squad. Thank you very much for coming to any streams or for moderating any comments of any streams and or channels that you or comments of any streams and or videos that you come to. Appreciate it. I'm out. Hey, Sons of Liberty, no problem, man. Luna, thank you for coming by. Nolan, thank you for coming by. Enor, thankfully not. He is not. Actually, there was a spider on the floor earlier, and I Hulk smashed it. So yeah. Hey, Nolan, Luna, again, thank you guys for coming out. Sons of Liberty, thank you for coming out, man. If you could send me that Byron poster on Amazon, Sons, I'd love that. What is the D Nation? D Nation's the D Nation, TBI. You would know if you were there. If you were in the stream where it's created, it's kind of hard to say what exactly it is. Links in the description are my Twitch. Once I get my PS4 fixed, I want to start streaming on Twitch. I think it's Amazon wants this PO box in the PayPal in the description. If you guys do appreciate it, never at all ask for it all. Why am I picturing the Harry Rice Hawks TBI? That's Ian or Tab. Good night, man. Thank you for coming by the stream. I greatly appreciate it. But the Amazon wish says if anyone or the PayPal, if anyone doesn't want to send me anything, it is greatly appreciated. You never at all have to do so. But it is greatly appreciated. You will get your name on the big ass non-donations. That'll be in the background of the next 25 days of Harry video and the next live stream. The reason I do both is the streams typically look like garbage, so the videos make up for it. I just thought it happened insane. AGR, let's go, man. Thank you very much for coming by to the stream right at the end here. Definitely mad insane game for sure. Leafs just scored 3-2. Jesus. The Amazon wish list and the PO box in the description. If anyone does want to send me anything again, greatly appreciated. You never at all have to at all. It is greatly appreciated. You will get a video of me unboxing whatever it is. If anything is sent my way, unless it is in the months of November, December, in which case it will be held onto my desk, which is right here next to me, and held on to Dirt for a special Christmas Eve live stream. Yeah. Yeah, so there's that. What else is in the description? My Discord is in the description. It's where I rate and review movie. That's the wrong one. It's the Discord is also in the description. We talk on there occasionally. It gets pretty fun on there. We have some fun little chats. I also post notifications every time I go live and every time I post a video. So if you don't trust YouTube's notification squad like I don't, hit that notification bell if you do want to try and get notifications on YouTube. But join the Discord because you should get notifications every time I go live and every time I post a video, which I need to get working on doing it again. But yeah. Also in the description is my speedrunning account. Since I do have a controller, I do want to start working on trying to speedrun games again. I want to get back on the UFC grind. I think that'd be really fun to do. Plus, I do also want to start doing more video game videos in general. I think that'd be really fun to do. On the final thing in the description is my letterbox is prayer rating for movies. Very rarely I'll actually review them. Most of the time I just rate them. Check it out if you want to know what movies I love. Unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day this year, which may or not be my top 100 movies of all time of 2020. Or if you want to wait till the end of this year, you can check out a special video for the end of 25 Days of Harry. Check it out if you also want to know what movies I hate. I definitely want to do a video on that in the future. I think it'd be really fun to do so. So yeah, there's that. That's going to do it for today's stream, you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate every single one of you guys to check out the streams. I wouldn't be here doing these if it weren't for you guys that come by and check out the streams, whether you're lurking, whether you're active. It means a lot that anyone would want to check out me ranting or reviewing the Canadiens. Big win tonight, 3-2 comeback over the Canadiens. Slow down here. Inner tap. I can't, man. When I do the outro, I get rolling, man. Big win tonight for sure, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out of the stream. I love every single one of you guys. If we can get some actually right before the end of the stream, if we can get some big triple heart squad. I haven't done this in a while. If we can get the triple heart squad in the chat, that would mean a lot, guys. Triple heart squad in the chat. I love you all so much, guys. You guys are super awesome. My name is Harris, and I am out. Go Habs, go baby. Stay classy. Adi Montreal. When Harry does the outro, he becomes the very Canadian that Eminem feared. That is very true, TBI, man. That is absolutely very true. I am out, guys. Stay classy. Go Habs, go. Adi Montreal, boys. And always remember, support the Habs. Let's go.